Good evening and a very warm welcome from SBC News. President Wavel Ramkalawan has said that Seychelles and the Seychellois people have reasons enough to celebrate as the country enters its third year under his leadership. The president made the statement in a speech to the National Assembly late this afternoon. Mr. Ramkalawan acknowledged that things have not been easy over the past 2 years. Tough decisions had to be taken, but he said they were necessary to allow the country to move forward after one of the most difficult periods in its history. President Ramkalawan said the government did well to ignore calls to put a halt to some major projects, and those decisions have produced positive results. The tourism industry is thriving amongst other achievements. As a result, there will be salary increases next year. And the temporary 500 rupee raise for the lowest earners will next year become permanent. President Ramkalawan spoke of the successes in the fight against drug trafficking. He noted that over 200 kilograms of drugs had been seized over the past couple of months. Mr. Ramkalawan reiterated his motto, Seychelles for all of its children, remains relevant today as it was when his government came to power. However, he noted that some people in the civil service are unable to abandon the old mentality of doing the minimum. He issued what he called a final warning to those people who, he said, are causing frustrations amongst members of the public. He also spoke of a campaign to smear the country's reputation at international level. He called on them to try and look for the truth rather than indulging in stories that damage the country's reputation. And President Ramkalawan yesterday chaired a scheduled meeting of Cabinet in which a number of policy and legal memoranda were considered and approved. Cabinet approved the 2023 appropriation bill for a total sum of 10,495,149,665 rupees. This is slightly above 400 million rupees more than this year's budget. The bill will be published in the official gazette prior to discussion in the National Assembly. Cabinet also approved further policy amendments to the Public Enterprises Bill 2022. The new policy proposals aim to strengthen the oversight of public enterprises by the Public Enterprise Monitoring Commission to ensure a sustainable public enterprise sector and the creation of the shareholders' wealth. It approved the new national entrepreneurship strategy to strengthen the Seychelles entrepreneurship ecosystem so that it may support the country's aspiration of becoming a knowledge-based and technology and innovation-driven economy. The introduction of new codes for alcoholic beverages in metal containers in cans and approval of the harmonized system 2022 version were also approved. The new amendment will cater for other alcoholic beverages such as wines and cordials, which are now being imported in containers made of metal. Cabinet also considered a number of designs of structures for the roundabouts of Wadros, Ile-du-Port Airport and Roche-Cayman. The designs came as a result of an invitation from the Ministry of Transport for artists, art students and other individuals to submit ideas and concepts, structures that may be placed in those vacant roundabouts. The Anspoilo Agricultural Research Station has got its new research building. The building replaces an older one which has been in existence for more than 40 years. It will house all research staff of the ministry, over 35 heads. It was the Minister of Agriculture, Climate Change and the Minister for Agriculture, Climate Change and Environment, Flavien Joubert, who officially opened the research building alongside the oldest serving staff of the research station, Pierre Young, this morning. Mr. Young joined the station in 1975, 47 years ago, as a maintenance staff in carpentry. He will retire soon upon reaching retirement age. The construction of the new modern building took about a year at a cost of around 9 million rupees. This has been financed by the government. The opening of the Agricultural Research Station coincides with the Food Week activities.
Agricultural research increases productivity and sustainability, and this remains a fundamental priority for the Agricultural Department. since it is a key factor which determines the potential of our smallholder farmers in meeting the food requirements of our country, improve income and livelihood, reduce vulnerability to external shocks, enhance economic growth. It develops and introduces new technologies, inputs and techniques for production, and enhance resilience to emerging challenges. The success of this station has been the generation of new technologies, the facilitation of farmers' access to irrigation water, and recommendation for new varieties of crops, some of which are displayed right here in front of us. And also recommendations for pest, nutrients, and water management, and also it has helped in the collaboration with other stakeholders, both nationally and internationally. This has facilitated staff training both at the local and international level, such as with the IAEA, the International Atomic Energy Agency, fellowship, expert visits, Indian Ocean Commission, regional collaborations for trials through the PAPV project, CIGAD projects for improvement of propagation methods, just to name a few.
Members of the public and students from different schools are getting the chance to learn more about aquaculture through an open day at the brood stock and quarantine facilities at Providence. This morning, a group of students from the Perseverance Secondary School, as well as a group of members from the National Assembly, visited the facility where they got the chance to see for themselves what goes on there. The Open Day is the main activity to commemorate the first anniversary of the official launch of the aquaculture sector in the country. The Open Day started since Tuesday and will go on for 2 weeks. Meet you again at 8 p.m.